Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day today. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, and it's all because of 2,999 of you, because I've subscribed to my own channel, just so you know. I so appreciate you guys. I really do. And, you know, I'm getting to talk about my little, what is it? My guilty pleasure, right? I'm going to talk about my guilty pleasure tonight, which is 90 Day Fiancé, because I just can and I like to. So, guys, the ones that are here for Scientology stuff, be patient. I'll have some Scientology stuff come out again, because there's no doubt. And the Gypsy Rose stuff, yep. And the Natalia Grace stuff, yes, because I've actually changed my point of view on that one. But this I just want to have some fun with, because I love 90 Day Fiancé. To me, it's mindless entertainment. The people that have sold their lives and their love story to share with the world, we're allowed to comment on, because that's what they've allowed themselves that. And I enjoy that. And again, it's all in fun. So I wanted to talk about some stuff. Jasmine and Gino. Jasmine, you're a bit wonky. Jasmine, you're a broken woman. Jasmine, what's wrong with you? Ugh. Jasmine needs attention so bad that she kind of literally like owned the show. She basically had more time than Sean. And Sean is the person that's actually paid to talk to the guests on the show, because it was Tell All Part 2, I believe, right? So, Jasmine, who's an absolutely beautiful woman to look at her, and she's had work done, but that doesn't matter, but to look at her, she's absolutely attractive. Inside, she's a bit, not so pretty. And and nobody, you know my saying? You ain't so pretty on the outside that you could be so ugly on the inside. That's mine. I put it in a song. I wrote it. It's mine. And that's the truth about her, because she is so vicious and so nasty when it comes to her fighting with Gino. Yet in the meantime, she has done some real trash stuff to Gino. She took the wedding dress money and took $2,000 from an ex-boyfriend and got herself tushy implants. She did it. And then she finally told Gino that she took $2,000 from Dane, her ex-boyfriend, for it, was still in contact with Dane. And then when she was mad at Gino, she tells Gino, I should have effed Dane right before I came here to America, because he's a better effer than you. In the meantime, this guy, pardon me, can't perform because of the nastiness that's inside of the woman he married. And let me tell you something, she sometimes looks like there's something demonic inside of her when she has her mental breakdowns. The flash of a hat like that over nothing. As soon as you scratch the surface, stuff starts oozing out of her. She is so friggin' venomous. She needs therapy, not marriage. She doesn't even need to come to America. We have enough. But if you're going to come here, please, can you please get some help? Because you need it. You need it, Jasmine. You are not going to have peace or confidence in your life from anybody but you. From anybody but you. And you don't have it. You don't trust Gino, who has to absolutely love you to put up with all this shit. Okay? So, you don't, like, it doesn't matter, because you can't see it, because there's something wrong with the way that you think. And Jasmine, I know you're probably not going to see this video, but you need help. You need therapy, because that's the only way you're going to find peace. You're never going to find it anywhere else or through anybody else or anything that you do. You're always going to have your insecurities until you work on yourself. You got to work on yourself. You spend enough money working on the outside of yourself. Invest some money working on the inside of yourself. Gino, God bless you. Sam and Citra. So it came out that And I believe that Sam probably did tell Citra. Maybe there was a misunderstanding of language because Sam said that, don't you remember? We were crying over that. So I think that Sam adores Citra. I heard that Sam got into some trouble with some white powdery stuff. I That was just recent in the news. I hope not, because you can clearly see that they even said that Citra's pregnant. And, I do think that Sam adores Citra. It's a matter of, does Sam have his own problems under control? Sam is now on diversion, which is very strict, and he's on a diversion program that allows him to stay out of jail for the Suboxone charge that he had. So as long as he does well, but can he do well? I sincerely hope so. Because he has a child on the way. He has a wife that adores him, and he really does seem to love her. So it's just a matter of, will he be able to keep it together? Because I think his intention is there. I think his love is strong. It's just got to be stronger than the dope fiend behavior, you know. But I like Sam as a person. It appears he's got his struggles, but I think he's trying. And I applaud Citra for standing by her man. And I hope it all works out for the three of them now, right? Rob and Sophie. Rob the knob. I really don't think you're a knob, Rob. And listen, Rob, nice looking young man, and Sophie, young lady from England. Her mom cannot stand Rob because Rob didn't really have a bathroom in his house when her daughter Sophie came to live with him. It was a weird living arrangement. There was a bathroom, but you had to walk outside of the place to get to the bathroom. It was their private bathroom, but yeah, it was a weird living situation. It was the best that he could afford. He does things on his own. It's hard to make it in this world. In the meantime, he has very few nice things, but the things he has are nice. His car was very nice, I'm sure very expensive. So he's done without the things that he could do without for the things that he wants. There's nothing wrong with that. Then he found himself in love with somebody, and he started putting money aside and to bring this woman to him. And, I applaud him for that. And his place was clean. It wasn't conventional, but his mother-in-law and future mother-in-law at the time really beat the hell out of him verbally with not much of a man, and you should have done this and you should have done that. And he was like, don't tell me what I should have done, because neither one of you have ever been to the bottom. And I'm trying to get up from the bottom, and I'm doing it, And I good for you, man. Good for you standing up for yourself. And Sophie did need to get on board. But Rob, and hopefully now, you also need to listen to Sophie. It is a partnership. It's 50-50. And, you guys, you seem to be making it. I hope you're making it. There's got to be communication. Sophie, you definitely do have to, he's your buddy now. He's your soldier buddy now. He's the one that you're going to war with now, okay? So not your mom. He's your partner now. So that's the thing. And when you have fights and stuff like that, you can't give your mom ammunition to later use on Rob. That's not cool. And your mom should know better, just so you know. Nikki and Justin. We could, wow. Nikki. Justin can't get out of his head what you look like as a boy, and that's the problem. But he's struggling with this. He loves you. He's in love with you. But he can't forget the picture of you when you were a male. And that's where the issue is. He wants to be able to forget it, He wants to put that picture out of his head, but he can't. He's so struggling. So Nikki is a full-blown woman now, but she was a boy, a male, when she was born. So she has completely transitioned. And her and his name is Igor. Uh, he's from I think he's from Moldova, right? So they dated 20 years ago, madly in love with each other. He's younger than her, so he was much younger at the time. They came back into each other's lives because he couldn't get over her. She tells him about her past, and he honestly feels, I believe, that he can get beyond that because he's already been beyond it without knowing. But now, once he knows that roadblock, that stumbling block, that brick wall is right there, and he can't get that friggin' picture out of his head that the woman that he loves came into this world as a male. And that's where the struggle is. So when Nikki does something that would be, more of a masculine move or not so feminine, right away he is so unattractive, and it opens up that thing that he's trying to keep shut in his mind, that once upon a time ago that this woman that he finds beautiful and attractive inside and out, once upon a time ago used to be a male. So he's never going to get past that. I mean, if there's any kind of therapy for that, I don't know. I don't know. But he's never going to get past that, unfortunately. And that's a deep struggle that he's having within himself, Nikki. I mean, he's having that within himself. I don't know how that's going to work for you. I don't know how you're going to fix that. He wants you in his life. I mean, you could see that he genuinely loves you, but sometimes that is not enough. He just can't get past that. I don't know what's going to be of this couple, but they should probably either separate now and give themselves time, because what they're going to do is they're going to start attacking each other. This frustration is going to fester. So I would back away and let everybody regroup, and it might take a couple years. And because it's not going to work. This isn't a magic pill that you take here. So that's rough. Clayton and Anna. Wow. So it makes sense now why Anna was so secretive and was unsure and had resentment and insecurities, because she did leave her family behind to be with Clayton, only to come into the home and find his mom living inside of a walk-in closet in his one-bedroom apartment, and guinea pigs running loose everywhere else. So that is something that they now, I think, have their own place, and the mother lives close to them but not in the apartment. But the sister, Brandy, so Clayton's sister, came on and said that there wasn't affection or anything like that, but they were. Before that happened, they were holding each other. Her arm was inside his arm on the couch. They're not the most affectionate couple, that's true, but that doesn't mean that there's not love. And apparently, this woman loves him because she gave up everything. Her dad will not speak to her anymore. That was so heartbreaking. Clayton felt like Anna was keeping him as a secret. She was, because she knew her dad better than him. So everything she feared, he was pushing. Tell him, I feel like a secret. in her own time, she did tell him. And he basically shunned her dad, because he said, "You're not my daughter," basically, right? Because she married Clayton, who he never met. He didn't want, it looks like he didn't want her to marry anybody. He didn't want her to have any kind of life. That's what it looks like, you know? So we can't even go in there and say she did the wrong thing, where it did appear, wow, what's going on with her and stuff like that. But she knew what was best. And she wasn't, in my opinion, doing anything wrong. She was trying to figure out the best way she could to have her dad and her husband. And let me tell you something. I don't know what Clayton has to offer. He looks like a guy that loves his guinea pigs. He looks socially awkward. And and I'm not doing this to make fun of him or anything. He's a gamer. I don't know what kind of work he does or anything, but I'm so glad that he stepped up to the plate, and they have moved, and they have their own place. And again, the mother is not living inside of the closet. But that's what this young woman came and saw. So think about that. And she still stayed. And in the meantime, yeah, she kept her distance and stuff to figure things out. Is this where I want to live? Is this the life that I want to have? Is this the person that I want to be with? Because she, if you remember, she wouldn't have sex with him. You know, she wouldn't let him touch her. So, you know, that was a little peculiar. But I kind of understand now that all of the things have unwrapped, you know. So that's really the breakdown. And then there was Ashley and Manuel, and then there's another couple that they really didn't go in on. Excuse me. And Ashley and Manuel, they didn't really go on. Ashley, I have to say, was an advocate for a lot of these women, speaking up for a lot of these women. And Nikki ran to help Jasmine when she had one of her breakdowns. And I think Ashley helped on another one of the breakdowns. It's all about Jasmine. I'm telling you, Jasmine got more attention than the host of the show. So kudos to you, Jasmine, I guess. It's not a good look for you, but if that's the attention you want, that's the attention you got. Guys, tell me, anybody that watches this show on my channel, please tell me what you think, what you're looking forward to for the next. There's a part 3 tell-all. And tell me who you're looking forward to. Who's your favorite couple? Why they're your favorite couple? And who do you think is not going to make it? Who do you think's going to make it? Inside the comments, I would love to continue to do the 90 Day Fiancé because I have a good time with it as well. And it kind of breaks the monotony up of some of the seriousness of stuff. So guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. I thank you so much for your support and everything. Almost 3,000 of you guys. I can't believe it. This has only started happening in the past couple months. I am so blessed, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys.